Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily cards for the 4th of July 2017. How are you all doing? Did you have a good weekend? Apologies for no cards yesterday. I took the day off. I was out on Sunday with friends. I took the day off yesterday, watched movies, just chilled, felt like a teenager again. It was really, really funny. You know, the place was a right mess, but me and my friends were just like, we were actually laughing about it last night, thinking, you know what, at this age and we're still doing this, but it was really, really needed, and just forgetting responsibilities for a day. Back into responsibilities today, though, because the cards are all about that. But thank you to everybody who sent me messages as well, especially after Friday's video. It was quite strange where my head started on it. I had to go to bed on Friday night after I'd done the videos. It was that's all I can do when it's like that, you know, but I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Occasionally I have these little blips. So thank you for all the love and the messages that I got sent, you know, but I am totally, totally okay. And don't forget the weekly videos are all up as well now. So the weekly videos are up. If you go to my channel, you know, you will see them. I don't think I've put them in a playlist yet, but the weeklies for all of the star signs are up as well if you haven't watched them already. So right, today, I'm feeling all invigorated today. I don't know what it's like where you are. It's really, really raining here, but there's a clearness. There's a real calm feeling. And I got some stuff yesterday, even though I wasn't meant to be working. I did get some stuff downloaded. I don't know whether that's for today or I might talk about it yesterday. I'll see if it comes up. It's all about this new moon that we've got, the Capricorn moon that we've got coming up towards the end of the week or the mid next week. I'm not sure, but I will tell you what I got with it because it was quite interesting. So anyway, today, back to the cards, less of me waffling. Today we have the Emperor. Now, this is quite a... I don't know, the Emperor is a strange card, and when I first working reading tarot, I used to struggle with the Emperor a lot. I didn't like him because the Emperor is all about authority, and I have this like sort of deep inbuilt thing that I don't like authority. You know, it's like I don't know, there's an inner anarchist around me, and I don't like rules and regulations and being stuck in the box. But when rules and regulations are there for a reason, I'm absolutely fine with it. It's just silly rules, you know. But these silly rules usually come with an element of control. Now, when we look at the Emperor, depending on the reading and depending what comes out with it, he can be two completely different things. Today, I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this sort of strict, stern, you've got to do that. I'm not. I'm getting a real gentleness with this card. And what I want to say here with the Emperor is he is a man of high morals, okay? So he doesn't settle for second best. He knows what he deserves. He's got this inner belief within him, you know. He's often the planter of seeds as well. So the Emperor will actually sort of, he's a good teacher, you know, he's like a gentleman and a scholar. This is what he is. But he will plant the seeds in order for them to grow within you. So he's a man of knowledge and he's a man of wisdom, you know, but he does this in a gentle way. He has experience, and experience has brought him to this level where he has this understanding. And, you know, with this, he can actually inspire people as well. So the Emperor can sort of create order out of chaos. He's the one that comes in and says, right, okay, you've got to do this, you know. He's quite rational as well. He doesn't let his heart rule his head, but he does things, this is what I need to do. So he makes the rules, and he's often the father of the deck as well. And like I say, he is authoritative, but he has a lot of self-discipline in himself. And this is what he tries to teach, you know, because we all need self-discipline, you know. I know I'm one of these where I'm all about, yeah, you've got to be free and carefree and stuff like that. And you do. But you need to discipline yourself as well with this. Like I say, I give myself the day off yesterday, but today it's right. It's back down to business because this is what I need to do. So it's about knowing when to be disciplined as well, you know, and about not being too strict. You know, some people put too much pressure on themselves. So he is talking about logic, he's talking about responsibility, and he talks about knowing your own mind as well. This is what is coming in. He's very stable, you know, he's certain, and he stays grounded as well. Now, when we talk about the Emperor, a lot of times if he can come up in a reading, depending on the surrounding cards, he can be quite controlling, okay? Like I say, I'm not feeling this with this Emperor today. I feel this Emperor is a guide, or he's trying to guide you, or there will be somebody coming into your life who will guide you or has guided you, because what they're saying here is, I feel this is like, look back at male figures within your life, okay? It doesn't matter whether you're male, female, but look back at male figures and see how they have shaped you in some way. I've had a phone call this morning from a very dear friend of mine who has lost somebody overnight. Now, this guy, I only met him once, but he was this big mountain of a guy. Like I say, I only met him once. His energy was amazing, and he was a very, very big person within sort of the music scene within where I live. And he was this gentle emperor. And he, you know, the amount of people that loved him and the amount of respect that is shown to him today has been beautiful, you know, and you feel like you know the guy even though you didn't. But he has done it through love, you know. He has showed the way. He was stern, he was authoritative, but he planted seeds in so many youngsters at the time that they all grew on and they wanted to be like what he was, you know. So he done it from a place of love and nurture rather than control. And this is what this is talking about. Look at male role models that you've had in your life and how they have shaped your, either who you are now or your views of masculinity. My own father, you know, I still see him, you know, we have a relationship, but there was never he was never a structure, he was never around, there was never that, you know. That then led me, I used to, guys that I would pick to date or have relationships with were always, they were quite controlling. Now, I thought that was being a man, and it wasn't totally, you know. They were actually very weak men, so they used control as a way to get their power, you know, and that is not cool. When we use control in a way to get power, you know, when we feel power by keeping somebody else small, this actually is a weakness within us. This shows that we are not strong and we are weak. There is something in us that we don't want people to rise, you know, and we want to be in control and we want to keep them beneath us. And sometimes, like I say, within a reading, this is how the emperor can come in. He uses like control, you know, to exert his power, to make him feel powerful. That is not the way things should be, you know. I always say you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. And this is what I feel this emperor is doing now, you know. So it's really look back, you know, at your views. I mean, I thank my father massively now because I had to develop my own inner masculine side, you know. And it's not that I want to do that. I'd love to be this fluffy little girl that somebody just comes along and picks up and, yeah, there, don't worry about it, I'll do it. That is never going to happen, you know, never ever going to happen. So I've had to develop my masculine side as well, you know, and that is something I'm actually very proud about, you know. So like I say, even if you haven't had positive male role models, look at how they've shaped you, and look at how, you know, they have actually given you a gift in some way by not being this strong, secure person that you can actually go to, you know. But I feel with this card that there is somebody coming in who is like this, you know, and like I say, they are strong but gentle, you know. Their presence is quite dominant. You will know that they're there, but they are not dominant within themselves, if that makes sense, you know. And what this person will do is this person is going to come into your life, I feel, to teach you to carve your own path, you know. They're going to teach you independence. Now, what is strange with this is if we have a look at the cards of them, they're red, white, and blue, aren't they? And it's an Independence Day today, so happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July to, you know, those across the water. So what this card is saying is this is a time for you to stand up and make your mark on the world and see what it is you really want, okay? To take control of your own life, to take responsibility as well. And like I say, I do feel somebody's coming in who is going to teach you this, you know. There may be authoritative figures, you know, there may be hierarchy around you, you know, that could come in the face of in the way of like sort of fathers or grandfathers or something like that, who are putting restrictions on you and what you want to do within your life. Okay, this is a time to stand up to them. This is what I'm getting. There will be somebody there who is encouraging you to carve your own path, to go your own way. But if somebody is trying to hold you back because they have power over you in some way, I really feel at the moment that needs to be questioned, and you need to look so much deeper into why you feel you have to do that. Hope this is making sense. They're coming out quite jumbled here. So it's like, look at areas in your life where you feel that you are being controlled by other people, okay? Where you feel like you have to constantly please them, or you're walking on eggshells to make sure that you get this little bit of sort of appreciation, or this little bit of, whatever. I used to be like with my dad, it would be like, yeah, look at me, Dad, I'll dance for you, I'll do this, I'll do that, anything to try and get this attention, and often we do that when somebody is quite controlling. We are then, we don't feel good enough, so we want their attention, and we want to do anything to get that little bit of praise off them, that little bit of crumb that that they will give us. But then it's still that crumb will not sustain us. Okay, so really look at areas where you feel you need to get admiration from somebody, or look at areas or people around you who will just encourage you, and they say you are great as you are. I've read a great thing today. Great, I don't know if it's great, it was absolutely terrible. I was quite shocked at it, and it's an article in one of the local newspapers, and it's about this mother whose son got a tattoo, and how he'd hurt her so much, and and it was terrible, and how could he get a job as a lawyer because he's now got this tattoo, and how she'd brought him up. It was absolutely terrible, and the power and the control within this was immense. It was, I don't even know how somebody could have, even when they were writing them words down, I don't know how they could have actually not realised what they were doing from this, So this son was feeling guilt and shame for going out and doing something to his body that he wanted to do. But from the hierarchy, he was actually caused to feel guilt and shame that he wasn't doing right. So he wasn't getting the admiration he wanted, I took my daughter on her 17th birthday, and she got 2 tattoos, and she sat like a boss, and she was great, and I was dead proud of her because she thought about what she wanted. She knew why she wanted them, and like I say, it was another way that she was standing out. So she was encouraged, to be her. If it was stupid, if she wanted one across her forehead, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have sort of encouraged that. But it was, like I say, it was thought about. So this today, it's really about, look at areas where you are controlled. Now, this might not just be male figures. This could be masculine figures. This could be people in your friend circle. This could be bosses. This could be wherever. And you look at, are you being nurtured by these people? Are they sort of keeping you confined in a way because that is safer for you, or is it safer for them? Okay, so that's what I feel is needing to be looked at today. But I like this guy. I really like this emperor today. He's cool. He's like the big dad that you want to give a hug to. There's a great friend in my life, and he's this huge guy, and honestly, a hug off him just makes you feel better. And I think everybody should have a John in their life. But this is it, there's a safeness. I feel quite girly. I feel a little girl-like when I'm around him because I'm allowed to be. I know he's going to take control, and this is it. I can let that masculine side drop a bit. So look at areas today where you are having to step into the masculine. You are having to step into the powerful role because it isn't around you. But know that there is somebody coming in, I feel, who will support you, who will give you love and support, who will give you encouragement, who will make you toe the line as well, because this is it. There's business to be done. This is what I keep getting. There is business to be done. There is work to be done. And, being all chaotic and stuff like that is not going to work at the moment. So he is coming in, whoever this is coming in to create this calm or this order out of the chaos that's there as well. So it's like I say, there's a lot of structure coming in today. If you've gone off the rails a little bit, pull yourself back in. this is what is needed, you know. Take responsibility for your actions today as well, you know, and stand up for them. You know, if somebody is dismissing you or dissing you for what you're doing, stand up to them, you know, like don't shy away. This is not a time to shy away. This is a time to stamp your independence on this world. This is what I feel is coming up. Now, the Osho card that we have today is a beautiful, beautiful card, and this is called maturity. And what this card is saying is that you've come a long, long way and that you are now very wise. Like I'm saying, you know your own mind. You know, it's like, it was Aleister Crowley, wasn't it, that said, know thyself. And this is it. You do now. You know, and you're not going to be swayed by other people, or you shouldn't be swayed by other people. You know who you are deep down, you know, in the core of you. And what this card is saying is that you've seen it all, you've had a lot of experience, but rather than growing tired or worn out with this has actually made you strong. So whatever we have encountered within life, whether this be bad, because normally it's when we've had bad experiences that actually lead us to sort of develop our strengths more, you know. If we've never experienced bad, then we don't know how to deal with it. When you are thrown into that and you have no other way or no other outlet, you have to find your inner strength, and it's not easy, but it is worth it. So you are left with that gift of strength, you know, from the bad times. So this is what this is saying. You haven't let it made you hard. You haven't turned into a victim here. What you have done is you have turned vibrant and you have turned strong and you have valor now, you know, rather than victimhood. So this is saying that you now stand in a position, you know, where you know why things are. You've looked back, you've reevaluated, you know, you've reassessed things, and you know that you have come to this point in your life where change is coming. It is, you know, and this is what I was talking about in the beginning. We've had the Cancer moon, which was very, very emotional. You know, I don't know how many of you felt it, but the emotions that have came up these last 3 weeks have been absolutely incredible. You know, I'm shocked at how much it has affected. But we have the Capricorn moon coming in. The Capricorn is a bit like the Emperor here. And he's about, right, okay, getting down to business, being logical, you know, making sure that your footing is, you have sure footing. Now, what I got yesterday off Spirit is basically, they were showing me, like, under the Cancer moon, they were showing me, you're packing a suitcase for this journey, you're packing a suitcase for this adventure, and you're looking at, do I need that? No, I don't need that. You're putting it away. Do I need that? Yeah, I'm going to take that with me. So I feel this Cancer moon has been more about a packing, seeing what you want to take on your journey with you and what you need to leave behind and what will weigh you down. The Capricorn moon is, right, buckling up that suitcase and saying, right, adios, I am on my way. So this is it. You know, there's been a planning stage, but the Capricorn moon is the action stage, and so is the Emperor. It's about action. It's time to take action now, you know. So like I say, because you now have this maturity, because you have the experience behind you, because you have the knowledge that you are strong within yourself, you know, you are ready to navigate yourself through this change rather than having to look for somebody else for support where it might not be there, you know. So it's saying, like, the changes that you are going through at the moment at one time might have thrown you, they might have completely thrown you off, but now you can hold firm here. You can stand steady and you are not going to be faltered in any way. You know, you're not going to be swayed. It is like, this is what I'm doing. You're stating your independence, you know. So this is like, it's like you've had a change in attitude here. And what this card is saying is that we are constantly changing, you know. I mean, we have the cycles and the seasons, and, you know, we've said it's sort of, it's the birth, it's the generation, you know, then the decay starts to set in, you know, and then sort of the death, and then it comes round again. And if we have a look at this card outside, you know, it's like these trees don't have any leaves on. There's a darkness on the external world. So the external world doesn't seem to be there to give nurture. Whereas internally, you know, if we have a look at her, you know, him, it says in the book that it's a him. If we have a look, they are blooming inside, they are flowering inside, you know. If we have a look at Daisy there, daisies always make me happy. I don't know why, simple little flower, but there's something about them that is just so beautiful and simple, you know. They always make me smile. But that is like sort of right in the middle of a third eye, you know, this in her forehead, his forehead, sorry. And he's at peace, you know. He's at peace with himself there because he has bloomed and he has flowered. He also has this protection around him as well, which is protecting his head, protecting his thoughts as well. And if we have a look, that is all the colours of the chakras. So this is how he has aligned himself through experience as well. You know, he's at peace. His eyes are closed. He's grown, you know, and this is coming from within. And he knows it. You know, people who might have tried to control him or whatever, they don't see this happening, but he is just like, you know, he is zen there, you know, he knows about himself, you know, because he has grown. He hasn't stayed stuck. He has actually grown because he realizes this is a process and this is part of life, you know. And like I say, you know, we don't have to tell the trees or the flowers to grow. They just do it because that's what they do, you know, and we are part of nature like that as well. So maturity like this doesn't come overnight, you know. It's not like you don't just read a book and wake up and you're mature. It doesn't, you know. It's a slow and steady thing. So I really feel there is something coming to a head at the moment that has been going on for some time, you know. Because this is a very meaningful card. And it's saying, like, look at ways in which you've changed. Like I said, look at ways in which people have shaped you to be the person you are now, you know, and know that these changes were necessary in some way. So, you know, you still have more growing to do and you still have more learning to do, but you're well aware of that now and you're ready to do it, you know. So like I say, there's a white glow around him as well. And this is his protection and this is his sort of spirituality as well, you know. And like I say, life's experiences have brought him to a time of perfection where he is happy with him. He no longer needs the admiration or the encouragement from other people, you know. He knows who he is, so he's not sitting there waiting for this, you know, waiting for these crumbs to be given to say, yes, you're a good boy, you know, pat on the head, you know, you're a good boy because you're doing what I'm telling you. It's like, no, I'm a good boy because I know inside of myself that, you know, I have grown and I've experienced and I want to do what is right for me, not for other people. So this is what is coming in with this, you know. It's a time of perfection, you know. And like I say, this has come through planning as well. So quite interesting, these cards today. The Colette Baron Reid card that I have is Yang. So again, masculine. So there is such a masculine energy around at the moment, you know, a real masculine energy. Please, if this is happening in your life, please let me know about it because I'm very, very interested with this. You know, like I say, it's a strange thing, you know, when you see different aspects of males, but it's you know, I can imagine it being the same when you see different aspects of females as well, you know. So this is saying, this card, this Yang, it's like everything is in your hands now, and it's saying you are going to be gifted for all your hard work. Your base is solid now. You are feeling solid. You are ready for success. You are ready for good fortune as well, and this is coming from the changes that you've experienced within, you know. Like I say, this blooming now, you are ready for it. You've done a hard job, you know. Be proud of yourself. Don't look at somebody else to be proud of you, you know. Be proud of yourself. So it's saying, you know, with this, it's like, this is also an action card as well. So this is about doing, you know. It's like, be like Nike, just do it, you know. Don't just talk about it. Do it. You know now what needs to be done, they're saying, you know. So this is saying the energies within this card can propel you forward. So it's about it's about manifesting. It's about seeking your desires. It's about putting them into concrete form, laying the bricks, you know, taking that first step, doing what you want to do, because now you are grown enough to do it. You have cut the cords of control and you are ready to go off on your own, you know. So it's you can build momentum now, you know. You can make headway with this, and it's saying whatever you want to come to fruition, you know, when you are proceeding confidently in the direction of that, this is when it will come to you. So it's like you are manning up, this is it. It's like you found your balls in some way, and this is saying that there's a new life coming for you, and any obstacles that you have faced or will face, you will overcome them. You're brave now, you're bold. And it's saying, there's no need to hesitate now. The destiny, or, it's like you are the shaper of your own destiny now. It is coming. You know what you deserve. And that is your destiny. So there's a lot of external circumstances, like coming from spirit, coming from the universe, that are supporting your decision to act now, and what they're saying as well, this is around relationships. If any of you are wanting to embark on something new, they're saying that this is a great time to make the first move. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. The time of waiting is gone now. This is like, where you stand. You stand firm within yourself. There is movement coming around matters of the heart. So it's saying it's now time to go forth with assurance. You don't need assistance anymore. Like I say, you've cut them ties, you've cut the apron strings, you've cut the controlling cords, and you are free to do whatever you want, So this is saying to you, take the lead. This is it, step into your power, step into your personal power here, and do not allow anybody to have power over you. This is also talking about healthy boundaries and putting healthy boundaries up. Now, boundaries are often there to keep people out, but they're also there to actually keep you safe. Okay? Because if we don't have any boundaries, people will try to take our power. They will do it on a daily basis. But we need to have these boundaries, and we need to stick to them, because we know that we don't deserve that. So this is a time of you putting boundaries around yourself, not letting somebody put them around to fence you in. This is so that you are actually staying strong from within as well. So I hope that made sense to you. I'm going to pull a spirit card here and see. I think I'm going to pull a Gaia one as well, because I didn't give you a video yesterday. I'll do 2 cards today and see what we've got with them. So right, spirit message for the 4th of July. So yeah, it's Independence Day in more ways than one, I feel. I love that, innit? That's really, really good. Right. Yeah, it's start of a new cycle as well, So we've got here, it's a card of remembrance. Now, like I said, we've been reevaluating, and this says, remember, the light within your heart is the same as the rays of the sun, the glow of the moon, the same energy that moves the ocean's tides and also stirs inside your heart. What is it that your heart truly desires? What have you not said to someone that you would like to say? Find and express your truth. So there you go. That's exactly what I've just said. It's time to take the lead, okay? Speak your truth. This is it. It's safe to do so, So, yeah, this is it. What is it your heart truly desires? And step away from what you have been told your heart desires as well, So this is for you now. It's about you. It's your time. And I'm going to pull one from the Gaia Oracle deck as well and see what we have here. Right, 4th of July message. Oh, right, okay. There is, right, okay, this is a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card here. And this is Amethyst, and this is, what this is saying is, a profound transformation has taken place in your life. After much soul searching, you are now back in control. A new you is emerging, poised and with a renewed sense of confidence. You can move forward with certainty. The past is now behind you. The hard work has been done. All you have to do is decide what it is you truly want. All is now possible. Listen to your heart and don't settle for second best. Set your course and then go for it. Be certain, be confident, and all is yours for the taking. Blessed be. And the affirmation that comes with this card is, I give thanks for the transformation and healing that has taken place. I move through life with gratitude. I move through life with certainty. I move through life with confidence. I achieve my goals. What I focus on, I create. So there you go. I mean, how fitting is that? This is what I love about about spirit. And amethyst is a very, very healing stone as well, but it's purple and it's very linked to our crown chakra. So this is a time for you to put on your own crown, okay? Be your own king, whether you're female or male. This is a time to step into leadership, you know. You be a leader and see other people will follow you, you know. You're not doing it, you're not trying to coerce people, but you are being the leader of your own life here, you know, and spirit are guiding you as well. Look at that sun, you know, and this is the power of your solar plexus. When you step into your personal power, you know, then you radiate like the sun, you know. So I love that reading today, actually. I love how, because you never know when you're shuffling online, you never know what's going to come out. But I really feel that all of those cards tie in absolutely fantastic, you know. And like I say, there's this whatever this burning is in your heart, whatever this is a time to now go out and get it, you know. You're going out to fetch it. This is what I feel. So I hope that made sense. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch. I think I only have one appointment left this week. I do still have emergencies, so if anybody would like an emergency appointment at any time this week, please get in touch because I do still have them. But I only have one appointment ready to be booked. Apart from that, there is another week before I go on holiday. So like I say, if you do want one, you know, I am going to be away for a while. But have an absolutely fabulous, fabulous day. And like I say, reclaim your power. This is it, you know, this is your time now. That's what they kept saying to me. This is your time now. So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but please let me know how these cards resonated with you. Okay, have an absolutely fabulous, fabulous day. I want to sort of put my hand up to like power to the people or something like that. Be proud of you. This is what is needed. Okay, Satnam.